with another episode. I'm your host, Gabriella Graves.
Welcome to I Am Courageous Television. We're the Graves family.
We're so glad you're here.
We create these episodes to encourage you and remind you that you are
Strong and courageous. Enjoy!
Recently, I got to spend the day at Clearwater Marine Aquarium in Clearwater, Florida, where I got to learn about all the amazing things they're doing for marine life. Let's go check it out! Guys, I am so excited to introduce you to Senior Animal Care Specialist Katie at the Clearwater Marine Aquarium. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to interview you.
It is my pleasure. We're excited to have you.
So, I know that we are in the middle of a giant aquarium with a whole bunch of pools behind us. What exactly do y'all do here at Clearwater Marine Aquarium?
So here at the aquarium, you might notice we're not your typical aquarium, and that's because we're actually a working nonprofit marine animal hospital. So we provide a home for animals who have been deemed non-releasable by the government for various reasons. Our ultimate goal is to rescue, rehab, and release all of those animals. In a perfect world, all of our habitats, they would be empty. All of those animals would be out in the ocean, but rather than we provide a home for all of those animals that aren't able to survive on their own in the ocean.
Do you look for the animals, or how do you come across the ones that need to be rescued?
So we rely on several different things. We rely on the general public to give us a call if they see an animal in distress or beached up on the beach. We also work with government agencies as well. And then we have our very own rescue team here at the aquarium. That is their full-time job, is to be on the lookout and do health assessments for animals that are out in the ocean that might need help from us.
Some of the animals that you have here, are some of them going to be released back, or are they permanent residents?
For those animals that unfortunately cannot be released due to different circumstances, such as health issues or lack of survival skills, those are the ones that we call our residents that live here throughout their life at the aquarium.
You said that this is a resident hospital, so then you're constantly taking care of different animals. What are some different animals that y'all have here?
We have several different species of animals. So we have two different species of dolphins. We have Atlantic bottlenose dolphins, and then we also have rough-toothed dolphins. We have North American river otters, great white pelicans, and several different species of sea turtles, fish, and we also have a resident nurse shark.
That is so cool. And for some of you that might be watching, the way that I first found out about this incredible place is through a movie called Dolphin Tale, which you also might have heard of.
Ready to tickle your funny bone? I think we've got some jokes to listen to.
Hi, I'm Amari Grace McCoy. You may know me as the voice from Panda from Wee Baby Bears, or the voice of Nougat from Puppy Dog Pals. I'm excited to share these jokes with you. What did the salt say to the pepper? Are you insulting me? Why can't you write with a broken pencil? Huh? Because it's pointless. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow who?
Well, that was fun. Let's get back to the story.
Currently we're standing in a big room of pools, which dolphins are in. So how many dolphins do y'all have here?
So right here, you're standing in our brand new stone dolphin complex where we house our 5 Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. We have 3 males and 2 females, and then outside in another habitat, we have our resident rough-toothed dolphins. We have 2 males that live out there. They all have specific names, and they're all very special to their personalities. So our Atlantic bottlenose dolphins, we have Nicholas, who's our longest resident. He's our male dolphin. He's about 19 years old. He actually got his name because he was rescued with his mother, Noelle, on Christmas Eve. We also have Hemingway. Hemingway was given his name. Actually, we let Nick pick his name. He did what we call a Nick's pick, where we show him 2 different options, and he picked the name Hemingway.
I love that.
Hemingway was actually rescued from the Florida Keys. And then we have PJ. PJ is our oldest resident. She weighs in at 50 years old.
Wow.
And PJ actually stands for Panama Junior. So Panama is a past resident from the aquarium. And she had several different ailments, including blindness and deafness, which PJ also inhabits as well. We also have Hope. Hope was rescued with her mother at an estimated age of about 2 to 3 months old. And her story is very good justification for her name, Hope. And then our last little resident, his name is Apollo. He's our newest addition. He was actually rescued on the Space Coast on the other side of Florida, and that's how he received his name.
I love that. So each name is specific to their personality and where they came from.
Definitely.
That is so fun. What kinds of care do you give the dolphins?
So perfect example, the very first thing that we did this morning, I came to work at 5:30 a.m. to make all of the diets for all of our animals. So every single animal in the aquarium has their own personalized bucket, and they get every single individual fish weighed out for them every single day.
Wow.
So the very first thing we do is prepare their diets for each day. There's a lot of cleaning that goes into it as well. You can imagine I go home smelling like fish every single day. Throughout the day, we'll do several different training sessions with them, and that's one way that we can provide care for them, and also a way that we can stimulate them both mentally and physically to make sure they stay nice and healthy under our care.
Right.
Now, in between all of those training sessions, we'll do what we here call FaceTime, where we essentially just sit beside the habitats, interact with the animals, be available to them if they would like to interact with us. That is one way, to maintain our relationship with them and to provide some of that stimulation and care while they are with us here at the aquarium.
I feel a song coming on. Who wants to sing with me?
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May it take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it. Oh, I want you to have it. Oh, all you can imagine. Oh, no matter where your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses. Go, 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 you can have it. Oh, I toast you. Here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.
Well, that was fun. Now let's go hear more of the story.
I know it must take a lot of courage for y'all when you have a new animal come in, because you're working with wild animals. And these animals that might have been hurt in multiple different ways, they have to be courageous when they come in and have to trust someone new. So what is one example of a time that you've had to have courage while working at the aquarium?
So one of the things that we teach our animals is what we call deep water, and that's being able to swim with them inside of their habitat. So it's very similar to, if you want to compare it to a stranger coming into your home. You may or may not know them, but welcoming them into your own area can be maybe cautious or frightening or something different. It might be nerve-wracking. So we want to do that with the animals as well. We want to teach them that it's okay, and also teach them to allow us to enter their habitat. So it can be a little nerve-wracking when trying it for the first time with an animal that came from the ocean that we don't know much about.
Right.
So teaching them how to do deep water can be nervous for both of us.
So that is a great example of when you both had to have courage and trust each other a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your favorite part about working with the dolphins, or really just at the aquarium in general?
That's a really easy one. My favorite part of my job is building the relationships I have with the animals. It's very similar to if you bring a new pet or a new puppy home. It takes some time to build a relationship, build each other's trust, but the fact that you over time are able to communicate with each other without speaking is something that I really value when building my relationships with them. It also is a great opportunity to learn each one of their individual personalities. I love them all the same for all different reasons because of that, and that is definitely my favorite part of my job.
I'm sure, because you get such a close relationship with each of these incredible creatures.
Yes, and they are certainly so much fun. They bring joy to my everyday, and my other favorite part of my job is connecting people like you guys that come in with them, sharing their stories, talking about their personalities, sharing what we do here, because it really is an inspiration, not to both us, but to you guys as well.
Yes, yeah. All of these animals have incredible stories. What y'all are doing is incredible, and guys, I know that each of you who are watching this are so courageous, and I just want these animals to inspire you, because they're here, they're working hard, and they're getting better each day, and they're being brave, strong, and courageous just like you. For some of our viewers that might be interested in how you might work here, what are the types of training that you would have to go through?
So we all come from very different backgrounds, but we all have a 4-year bachelor's degree in some kind of biological science, or psychology is actually the most preferred because it's all about reading and shaping behavior. And then we all get our foot in the door doing an internship or volunteer experience. And then once you get your first job, you just work your way up from the bottom.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So then do you need any specific requirements to work with the dolphins or to train them? Or?
It's essentially all on-the-job training. So once you get your degree, it's typically within your college years that you can participate in an internship program. There's facilities all across the world that offer them. And that's how you really get the inside scoop and behind the scenes of whether or not it's a good fit for you.
That is so much fun. And I know you mentioned volunteer work, which is a great way if you want to get involved, just coming and getting to hang out and work and making a difference in these animals and other people's lives.
Who's ready to laugh? Let's go hear some jokes.
Hello! My name is Madison Calderon. You may know me from Disney Channel's Scoop and Gammy. I'm so glad to be here to share some jokes with you. What's an alligator in a vest called? An investigator? What's a pencil's favorite place to visit? Pennsylvania. How do we know the ocean is so friendly? Because it waves!
I have not heard that joke before. Hey, you know what? Let's go hear more of the story now.
What is the difference between an animal that's releasable and that has to stay?
So like I said before, all of the animals here have been deemed non-releasable by the government for several different reasons. So some little examples, PJ, she's actually our oldest dolphin. She is 50 years old, that's 50. That actually doubles the expectancy lifespan of an animal out in the ocean.
Wow.
Now she was deemed non-releasable due to hearing loss, so she's completely deaf. She's actually blind in one eye. Her teeth are all worn down to her gum line, and she also suffers from arthritis. So due to those physical ailments, she wasn't believed to be able to survive on her own in the ocean, so she was deemed non-releasable. Now, all of our animals have very unique special stories, but I'm sure you are familiar with Winter. Winter holds a very special place in everybody's heart, especially her animal care team here. We miss her very much. Just a second. Lived here throughout her life. She was actually rescued when she was at an estimated age of about 2 to 3 months old. She was found in an abandoned crab trap. So she was entangled in the rope line, and when she was brought in for rehabilitation, that crab trap had created necrotic tissue in her tail flukes, and it ended up sloughing off in pieces on its own. So due to the lack of her tail flukes, the government believed that she would not be able to survive on her own in the ocean. And she was also deemed as an orphaned calf. So typically, bottlenose dolphins will stay with their mothers anywhere between 2 and 7 years, learning how to be a dolphin, how to hunt for food, how to evade predators, how to socialize with other animals and navigate through the ocean. Now, since she hadn't learned those necessary survival skills and she was missing a key component to survival in itself, she was deemed non-releasable, and CMA has been her home throughout her life. Now, she received the best care out of it. She's the most spoiled animal I've ever met in my entire life. But she really is a true inspiration to all of us here. She really showed us what resiliency and being strong is all about. She was also the queen, and she knew it. She played all of us very, very well. And we miss her very, very much, but we also honor her legacy here at the aquarium by inspiring even more, and especially for all of the animals that are under our care now and ones that are on their way in the future.
So are you one of the animal care specialists that actually worked with her?
I did, yeah, I did. I spent a lot of time with her, building my relationship with her, doing her training sessions. She was a lot of fun. Like I said, I miss her very much, and it's very quiet around here without her. She was the loudest one. We would say that she's at tweet level 10 when she got really excited about something, and she was also just super cute, and she loved to be snuggled.
Winter brought an entire legacy of just bringing joy and happiness and smiles to everyone's day and life even. I mean, she touched my life, and I just saw her through a movie screen, and I think that's something that we can all start doing just today by being kind, smiling at someone, being strong and courageous, and we can start building our own legacies in our own unique ways, just like Winter did.
And here at CMA, we always said, if Winter can, you can.
I love that.
Do you love music like I do? Oh, good. Let's go sing a little.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you don't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
So I know we talked about human training to be able to work here, but what about training for the animals?
So here at the aquarium, we train for three main reasons. Those three main reasons are for exercise, mental stimulation, which is cognitive purposes, and also for husbandry. Now, husbandry is a big word, but what that means is medical management. So that's essentially asking our animals to participate in their very own healthcare completely on their behalf. So a great example of that is I work Nicholas's voluntary blood collection, where he will actually lay out at the surface of the water upside down with his belly button showing, and he'll allow me to support his fluke fins in the water. Our vet will come over and actually take a blood collection from the vein in his tail fluke. And it's something that he is comfortable with. It's something that's normal. And when he does a good job, he goes off, speed swims around his habitat, and does a whole bunch of jumps in the air because he knows that he did a really great job. So that's one way that we can keep our animals really healthy under our care while they live here at the aquarium. Out in the ocean, these guys are constantly hunting for a food source, burning lots and lots of energy. Here at the aquarium, they get a free buffet diet all day, every day, brought poolside straight to them. They also don't have to hunt for all of that food or evade any predators, so we want to make sure that their caloric intake is being balanced with their caloric output. And the best way we can do that is by training those high energy or exercise behaviors. Nicholas, I'm going to go back to again because he is our most athletic dolphin. He knows several aerial behaviors, which are those jumps in the air. And all of these high energy behaviors are actually natural behaviors you'll see these animals exhibiting out in the ocean. We just teach them to do it on a hand signal. And that's a good way to keep them physically healthy while they're living here with us.
That is so much fun. So they're getting mental exercise, physical exercise, and fun.
Yes.
And they're learning how to take care of themselves and have other people help them take care of themselves, which I know a lot of you are doing the exact same thing. You have a whole bunch of people that are helping take care of you, but you're also being courageous and being careful and taking care of yourself. absolutely love what y'all are doing. So how can we and the viewers at home help keep your research going and help keep this aquarium going?
That's an excellent question because we can use support from everywhere. The best thing that you can do is actually come to visit us. So being nonprofit, visitors coming through the door is the best way for us to continue the care for our animals. All of that funding of you guys coming through those doors goes back to the animals' care, their medical care, their enrichment and their toys. And then another way, if you're not able to come and visit us, you can actually log on to our website, and there are so many ways to support our animals and the care here. And then we also have several different programs that are always listed on our website on different ways that you can come and help us here at the aquarium.
That's so cool. So if you are looking to get involved, even if you can't physically come, you can still find ways to help out. Or if you ever have the opportunity, I highly recommend coming down to Clearwater Marine Aquarium and visiting. You can see all of the amazing people and all of the amazing work that they are doing here. Katie, thank you so much for letting us come interview you. This was so interesting and so much fun to get to hear your story and learn all about this incredible place.
It was absolutely my pleasure, and thank you guys so much for coming and sharing our story and inspiring awesome people like you.
Wow, what an inspiring story! We sure loved having you here. Be sure to check out our next episode, but until then, remember, you are strong and courageous.
This has been an I Am Courageous television production.
I Am Courageous is supported by viewers like you. To learn more, visit IamCourageous.net.